The last years of Muslim millionaire Ali Banat, an inspiration for everyone. On May 29, 2018, Ali Banat, an Australian Muslim millionaire who considered himself cancer's chosen one and gave his entire fortune to the needy, died at the age of 32. Banat, a millionaire businessman from Sydney, was first diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 2015. After hearing the terrible news, his doctors told him he could only expect to live a few months of life. More, not even a year. However, God had other plans. Banat then lived for 3 years. This event changed his life, a change he attributed to God blessing him with cancer and opening his eyes to the true meaning of life. He chose to live the last days of his life for pleasing God and serving others rather than being obsessed with lavish and selfish living. Once sated with spending and flaunting his wealth, Banat boasted of fancy cars, precious jewelry, and high-end fashion clothes. He was then inspired to give away his considerable wealth and said that his goal was to leave his worldly life without material possessions. With an uncertain future ahead of him and divine inspiration to do great works of charity while he still had the opportunity, Banat dedicated what was left of his life to the service of others. He created the project Muslims Around the World to manage his philanthropic donations and those of others. He focused his mission on Africa, particularly Togo in West Africa, and traveled to meet those in need, helping to build mosques, medical centers, and schools for hundreds of people. Orphans. Serving and helping orphans in need is especially beneficial for Muslims and will be rewarded in the hereafter. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Me and one who takes care of an orphan, we will be together in heaven like this." By showing these two fingers, the index and the middle, slightly separate. Sahih Bukhari. This hadith from Prophet Muhammad shows how important it is for Muslims to be kind to orphans and take care of them, saying that if they do, they will be near him in heaven. But Banat did not aspire to good works only during his lifetime. And he encouraged others to join him in his charitable works so that they might benefit from their good deeds in this life and after death. Ali Banat, after being told by doctors that he had only 7 months left to live in 2015, started the charity project Muslims Around the World to help needy people in Africa. Before his death, Banat said, "During your life, try to have a goal, a plan, a project to realize. Even if it's not yours, fund someone else's project. Just do something." In encouraging others to follow his lessons, Banat gave the example of the Prophet Muhammad, who said, "Among the works and good deeds accomplished by the believer and whose reward reaches him after his death, we find a science that he taught and disseminated, a pious child, a copy of the Quran that he bequeathed, a mosque he built, a house he built for indigent travelers, a source of drinking water he bequeathed, or an alms he gave from his possessions during his lifetime when he enjoyed his health. All this therefore reaches him after his death." Ibn Majah. This type of lasting reward is unique to Islam and demonstrates God's great mercy to those who submit to him. Inspired and encouraged by Banat's legacy, Muslims around the world have tapped into this merciful gift from God by making their own contribution to the MATW project. In fact, over $1 million Australian has been donated to the cause, hoping that its donors will be blessed with the rewards of their charitable donations, even after their death. Banat's later years and lasting legacy are undoubtedly inspirational. It illustrates the beautiful mercy of God and shows that even a short life can be a life well lived if spent in the worship of God and service to others.